Welcome to Outer Wilds. This is a space exploration game. It is more or less a narrative, so there's not really any objectives that the game will tell you about. It's your job to go around and talk to people and find out yourself what to do. So I started playing this game about 9 years ago, back when it was still alpha. The game was free back then, and it was just on the developer's personal website. But ever since then, I never followed it. I have no idea where it ended up in its final stages, but we will find out. Graphics certainly have been improved, like majorly. I actually did a video on it, like a cinematic video, about 7 years ago. I think it was like 2012 or something. I may throw up a little snippet of that, but yeah. So currently you have a mod to remove the HUD. So unfortunately the mod was made kind of in its development stage, so if you talk to this guy you don't actually see the text, so I'm gonna have to constantly toggle it on and off. So there's our pilot, back from the pre-launch camp out under the stars, I see. So it's launch day, eh? Seems like only yesterday you joined the space program, and suddenly here you are, leaving on your first solo voyage. Well, hopefully I am going to leave alive. What do you say? Ready to go? Ready to get this beauty off the ground? It's all fueled up and ready to go. You sure you fixed the retro rockets? That was only a problem one time, and then maybe a few times after that. But hey, no reason to dwell on the past, right? Nah, not at all. Anyway, you need to get to the launch codes from Hornfels at the observatory, so we can lift off. Just bring those here once you've said your goodbyes or whatever. Yeah, farewells and so longs and nice knowing yous. So yeah, back in the alpha stage they didn't have any story. Like, the whole solar system was created. You could fly around, visit all the planets. But yeah, you just could not talk to anyone. It honestly had no goal whatsoever. This is our launch tower. We've got our ship up there. But we need to make our way to the observatory. So this is mainly all the tutorial stuff, so I won't bore you guys with talking to everyone. I'll just talk to, a few people here and there. Hey, it's you. Slate said you're blasting off in your ship today. I'm really excited to see the launch. Aren't you gonna go into space? Well, I hope so. Aren't you? You better not have changed your mind. Well, now that you think of it, yeah. I hear you and Slate beefed up the model ship. Can I see it? Yeah, we recalibrated the controls and installed better thrusters. Want to give it a test drive? Slate says it's just like the real thing, only less likely to start a fire. Try to land on one of the geysers pools. Show me what you've got. Let's see. So I brought this game yesterday, or last night. Had a little play around on it. The flight controls seem exact from when I used to play the alpha. Yeah, I haven't really noticed much different. Here's our little toy model. So we'll see if we can land. Yeah, sweet as. Woo! Oh crap. Yeah. Anyway, how do I get out? There you go. You got anything else to say? What a landing! I guess that's why Slate lets you fly the real thing, huh? Why? Because they don't f*** it up. So, off we go. Probably head into the 0G cave as well, because that's pretty cool. run over this way. So yeah, I won't really worry about chatting to these guys. Probably do one video per... Well, actually, some planets are probably going to be several videos, because I don't really know what to do with the storyline. But yeah, they'll all be based on, you know, one planet per, I guess, I wouldn't say episode, probably episode part 1, part 2, etc. So up here we got the observatory and the zero G. I think this planet was called Timberhearth, and our moon, which is there, that's Addlerock. So that will be our first destination. Zero Cave is in here. I thought I might see you before the big launch. Nerves getting the better of you. Are you kidding? I'm a natural at this. Is that so? Funny, I seem to recall the first time you strapped on a jetpack. We had to come fish you out of the crater near the South Pole. So listen, there's a satellite, which is definitely not just a piece of broken mining equipment, set up down in the Zero G cave and in need of repairs. If you're looking for a little last minute Zero G practice, head down the lift and into the cave. Or don't, as long as you're confident you can make ship repairs in space. One repaired satellite coming up. Cool, get to it, and try not to concuss yourself right before the first launch. See how I go, yeah? Going down. So the walls are pretty cool. It's just like you're in space. Shall we go this way? So here's our little spacesuit. We'll need all this for our thrusters. Boop. And up there we go. And try not to break my legs. So yeah, this is a Zero G cave. Just like you're in space. So because I don't have the HUD on, I can't see when I'm close enough to repair something, but he said don't concuss myself, so yeah, pretty much like when you're right next to it, it means you can repair it. So just gotta repair the 3 arms. Oh, sorry, 2 arms and the little boxy thing in there. So there's the second one. So yeah, you gotta control all axes of your thrusters, and you can also do little loop-de-loops. Because that's fun. That's what you do in space. You just have to watch people in the Zero G planes. That's all they do, just flips. It's like, oh, I'm in space, so I'm gonna flip. Yeah, kept pressing the wrong button. I like how he just kind of like tapes it up. That's something Kerbals would do. And we'll head in here. There you go, tape those up as well. Or repaired. So now I did my loop-de-loops. I do not know which way was out. There it is. No, that's... yeah. That was really trippy. Oh, hit my head. And back on the ground. Well, I didn't die. So that's a bonus. Passed my first test of not dying. Or concussing myself. Nicely done. Of course, it'll be a little more stressful when you're hurtling through space. But just remember you're training and try not to hit anything big. Good advice. I can see you itching to get off this rock, so go and get the launch codes from the observatory and get out of here already. Oh, rude. Best of luck out there, and hey, try to avoid getting yourself killed now that I've put so much time into training you. Got it? Dude, you didn't train me. Hey, just noticed you're missing one of your eyes. One of your 4 eyes. How can you possibly see? Must be a hard life. Observatory is right there. The big thing with a telescope. I really like the music in this as well. It's nice and peaceful. One thing I've noticed though compared to the alpha is the music doesn't play as much in the full version. So I don't know if that's just me or whatever, but Outer Wilds Ventures founding members, clockwise from top left, Hornsfels, Gossen, Slate and Feldspar. Big thanks to these additional funding members of Outer Wild Ventures, without whom we would never have gotten off the ground. Yeah, it's just a bunch of people who helped them. And what do we got here? Outer Wilds Ventures, Timberhurst's first and only space program, was founded to explore the farthest reaches of our solar system. Only space program? Are you guys serious? Feldspar was the first Hearthian to be initially launched into space. They completed the first orbit around Timberhurst and later made the first of what would be many landings on our moon, the Outer Rock. Well, I will make one as well. Hey, it's my favorite astronaut. Launch day at last, huh? It's translated tools, whatever that word is, flight too. I'm so excited it's making me nauseous. Just think, you'll be able to translate any Nomai, I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Nomai, that's what I'll say anyway, any Nomai text you want, anywhere you are. The two of us put a lot of hours into inventing that tool, so don't break it, okay? Oh geez, do not break it. Trust me. Ignore me, okay? I'm just nervous, and I'm not even the one going into space. How are you feeling? I'm terrified. Ah, don't let me make you nervous. Well, yeah, it's all your fault, dude. You've been training for this day since we were hatchlings, remember? You'll do great, I promise. So what's the dirt? You here to see the new Nomai statue? Of course. I knew you'd want to see it before you headed off. Hornfels just finished prepping it for display today. Amazing, isn't it? Makes me wish we could see what a real live Nomai looks like. But I guess this is just the closest we'll ever get. Check it out. Looks like they had fur. Fur is weird. Yeah, it is indeed. This is the first fully intact statue ever found, you know? And for how old it is, it's in great shape. Ah, geez, I got a little carried away there. Go on, you have a ship launch. Take care of yourself out there, you hear? Ya hear? So yeah, really creepy looking things. This remarkably intact statue was carved by the Nemei, an ancient species who dwelled in our solar system thousands of years ago. The statue provides us with the most detailed look yet at the Nemei, who appear to have covered with a layer of fur. Note the decorative jewelry they have carved as part of the antlers. Although their artifacts and structures have been found on almost every planet in the solar system, we still have no idea where this species came from and what happened to them. Probably all dead. Yeah, that's what my guess would be. They're all dead. I don't really see what he means by the jewelry on the antlers. I don't see no jewelry. He's wearing a necklace though. And here is the observatory. Got a little penis looking thing there. What we got here? This piece of Nemei writing was essential to deciphering their unique language. Although this text is linear, Nemei text often branches off towards the central point. Interestingly, each branch tends to be written by a different author. So that's got to be confusing then. We're nearly ready. Felix and I have finished construction, and she says calibrating the device won't take long. Fortunately, the outer rock's lack of atmosphere will make calibration simple. After all this time, I'm thrilled to finally resume our search. What you looking for? Watch closely, these balls move on their own. Wow! The ground is perfectly level, so what do you think causes this spooky motion? Ooh. The answer is the moon. As it orbits our planet, the outer rock's gravity pulls an object from different directions. In fact, it's pulling on you right now. Is that what that is? I was wondering who the hell was tugging me. Damn you, outer rock! Aside from the dwellings and structures they built, the Nemei also made art. That's art. It looks like a broken box. This decorated pottery was discovered on Brutal Hollow. Some ancient Nemei art depicts strange animals, damn phone, foreign celestial objects, and other subjects that can't be found in our solar system, which makes us wonder whether the Nemei originated elsewhere in the universe or simply had vibrant imaginations. Were the Nemei born in our solar system? Or were they born among other stars and planets? And if they were, how and why did they come here? Probably by a spaceship. Or I don't know, some form of teleportation. These are just some sort of the questions we hope to answer through further blah blah expedition. Xenoarchaeological. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try that one. What you see here is parts of the Nemei skeleton. We can tell from their skull that they possess antlers and, quite unusually, only 3 eyes. Unusual, yeah, because you guys have 4. Of course, that's usual. The Nemei body was most likely adapted for living exclusively on land. The differences in the Nemei's anatomy, such as their shockingly fragile bone structure, show us that Earthians couldn't have descended from Nemeian ancestors. It's not clear where the Nemei originated from, or where they disappeared. We hope to find out more clues on this puzzle as we explore our solar system. The Nemei technology brought back from space by our astronauts has been a great boon to Outer Worlds ventures, allowing us to modify expedition gear in exciting and useful ways. I'm excited. For example, the little Scout now boasts a warp retrieval capability that allows astronauts to recall their scouts almost instantly. This has dramatically reduced the number of scouts lost in the depths of space. Yeah, these little things were actually in the alpha as well. This crystal was taken from a Nemea rune on Brittle Hollow. It seems to create a local gravity distortion and was most likely used to traverse steep surfaces. Try it out. I haven't actually read this one in the my playthrough last night. Woo. Nice. Oh, that's good to know. What do we got here? This anglerfish specimen was found attached to the landing gear of one of our ships that flew close to Dark Bramble. It appears well suited to living in dark places with a minimal atmosphere. Isn't it cute? Hey, little guy. You guys aren't little though. You're freaking humongous. I can't remember the names of all the planets. Yeah, I can't remember which one that one is. This one starts here. Stars like our sun generate light and heat by fusing hydrogen into helium. As it grows older, the star runs out of hydrogen and starts to contract. Dun dun dun. As the star's core contracts, it gets hotter, causing the outer layers to expand. The star has become a red giant. When the core is hot enough, it starts to fuse helium into carbon. If a star is massive enough, it continues to fuse carbon into even heavier elements like iron. Ultimately, the star will collapse under its own gravity and then explode in a violent event called a supernova. Based on Chert's observations, this will one day be the fate of our own sun, many times over. Well, that's all there is to see here. Actually, what's that one? Strange rock moving around in the grotto appears to react to conscious observations. The level-headed among us realize there must be some sort of optical illusion at play, but Gabriel claims the rock exists in all possible states, until it is observed, whatever that means. Whatever is actually happening, both sides of the debate agree the effect is extremely creepy. Wow, yeah. Well, where the f did it go? Boop, burp. Where is it? There you are. You tricky little bugger. Now you're over there. No, you're still there. Yes, I do agree. It is kind of creepy. Yeah, anyway. I guess these guys don't like stairs, they just like ramps. Lazy little so-and-sos. And here is our little map. We'll probably never really use this. But, yeah, we're Timberhearth. Our little moon, Adderrock. Got the inner solar systems, the Ember Twin and Ash Twin. Then we got Brittle Hollow, Hollow's Lantern, and Giant's Deep. This one looks a lot like Jewel from Kerbal Space Program, but the inside is nothing like Jewel, because Jewel doesn't have any inside in KSP. We have Dark Bramble. This one is quite annoying. That's where the anglerfish are. And there is also one other one. I think it orbits around here. So it's, I can't remember the name, it's like Quantum Moon or something. It comes and goes as it pleases. But yeah, you just can't see it on the map. We'll probably spot it every now and then. There you are. I just finished pre-flight observations and local conditions are good. Time to get our newest astronaut off the ground. Yay me! And you'll be our first astronaut ever equipped with a Nomai translator tool. I confess, I've been giddy all day just thinking about it. We're better equipped than ever to unravel the mysteries of the Nomai. You and Hal should be very proud of your work. Tell me, what's your plan once you're in space? Yeah. I'm just gonna wing it. Plan to follow the footsteps of Feldspar and the great outer wild ventures. I might have guessed. Well, see if you can put the translator tool of yours to good use while you're out there. I'll try. Well then, looks like all you've left to do is send off. All in all, it's a fine day for a launch. I'm ready to die in space. I'm not one for superstition, but isn't that kind of unlucky for you to say before a launch? Probably, yeah. At any rate, here are the launch codes. Try not to worry too much. Our ships are every bit as safe as Slate could be persuaded to make them. Well, let's hope so. Best of luck out there. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I don't know. Help me with not dying, probably. We got our launch codes, so we will make our way back to the launch pad. Not that way. Here we go. And that was creepy. Creepy indeed. They're on to me. Run. Hey, so did you get a good look at the Nomai statue? The statue looked at me and opened its eyes. Whoa, the statue was doing what? So its eyes opened, and then you saw images from your own memories and glowing lights flying around. You mean like a hallucination? Well, I swear I did not take any drugs. I promise. Listen, no offense, but are you sure you're okay to launch? Like, medically speaking? Yeah, no. That statue is definitely weird. I mean, if you're saying it happened, then I guess maybe it did. But why? Hornfels tried everything to get the statue's eyes to open, and nothing like this has ever happened to them. I guess I'm just special. I don't think you're going to get any answers from the museum statue, but Gabriel said they are going back to Giant's Deep. Don't know which island they're on though. Maybe they'd be able to tell you more. On the other hand, Gabriel's, Gabriel. So maybe you'd be better off searching for more info on your own. Geez. Now I'm really jealous you're going into space. Hey, see if you can use your translator tool to find out more about the statue, okay? Good luck, and safe flying. Gee, thanks. So we will probably speak to one more person. And then this episode will probably end. The next one will be a little trip to Adel Rock. Yeah, I'll go back this way. Oh, back, dude. Don't run away. Actually, first, I want a marshmallow. Num num num. So I'm pretty sure I need to speak to someone about instruments, because they will tell me to listen out for it. And I think it's up here. I think it's this crazy old coot. Hey love, hello there, Space Cadet. I hear you're leaving the crater today. Certainly are. If you meet any of our travellers up there, remind them to take proper care of their instruments, won't you? Tell me about the travellers' instruments. Oh sure. I made all their instruments, you know. Let me see, there's Chert's drums, Rebeck's banjo, and a Gabriel's flute. Oh, and Feldspar's harmonica, of course, though. Feldspar's been missing for a long time. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday they were playing their harmonica around the campfire. Anyway, you hear their music in space, that'll be one of the space program's other travellers. If you feel like company, you can always pull out your signal scope and track them down. It's a bit stalkerish. I can't hear yours. Do you even know how to play an instrument? You're just like plucking random strings. Man, you're creepy. Okay. To the launch pad. This way. Launch tower. And we'll have one more marshmallow just for good luck. Because, you know, it'll probably be the last marshmallow I ever eat. Looks like you're ready for takeoff. The excitement of a launch is fun and all, but I can't wait to get back to working on the new ship. Another one? We're working on fixing the autopilot's avoidance system for this one. Well, it's good to know that the other one doesn't work. Sorry. So you should be. Enter launch codes. And up and away. So yeah, here's our little bubble ship. I'll have to think of a name for it. It's the ugliest thing I've ever seen, but, you know, it flies. Like, really ugly. It's just a hunk of timber, some scrap metal, a lot of tape. Yeah, as long as it doesn't kill me. So at the back here we have our little map. So in here we can see any objectives that we've got. So in Timberhearth we have everything's been completed, but we have not visited all the locations yet. Adderrock, we got the Nemea text in the observatory. It talks about calibrating some sort of device on Adderrock. So yeah, next episode we'll probably head there, have a little look-see. We'll probably come back and finish all the other ones in Timberhearth. Or I will do Timberhearth first and then go to Adderrock. I don't know yet. We'll see. But over here we got our little spacesuit. We can put it on, take it off. Here's where we refuel and heal ourselves if we break our face. I don't think this does anything. Nada. And our little cockpit. So yeah. We'll take a little flight. And then end the episode. And lift off. So yeah, all the planets are relatively small. But some of them are pretty complex with their puzzles. And it's not a good idea to fly into the sun. I know from experience. But yeah, the physics in the space is pretty good. You can't necessarily get into a proper orbit, but the planets certainly do have gravitational pull on you. As last night when I was messing around, I was just on another planet, and their moon passed really close to us, and I literally got sucked out of the planet. Wasn't fun at all. But just to end this episode, I may take a little venture into the sun. Death in this game is no issue. My progress saves no matter what I do. So thanks for watching episode 1. Episode 2, as I said, probably Outer Rock or everything in Timberhearth. See you.